human beings, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Leila Magdiva, and today I am back with another fashion video, and this is the last video of 2019. Can you guys believe that? Because I can't. This year was crazy in a good way. It was very positive, very good to me, so I was just so happy this year. So I'm kind of sad that it's almost over, but you know, at the same time I'm excited for the new beginnings, for the new year, and all the new things and all the new videos that I'm gonna create. So I decided what a better way to end this year than to talk about fashion trends that I hated in 2019 and that I wish will not continue living in 2020. Some of 2019 trends lived since 2018, and if you guys haven't seen that video, I made fashion trends that need to die in 2019. I made it this year, in the beginning of this year, and I was sharing those trends that I hated and that I wished people would stop wearing this year. But unfortunately, some of those trends people still wore, like biker shorts or neon trend or transparent shoes, you know, those plastic ones. However, there were two trends that I hated, and then I was like, actually, I don't know, do I? So those were teddy bear coat, or teddy coat. I just call it teddy bear coat because you look like a teddy bear. And I actually used to hate it, but I think now teddy coats are more, you know, classy. I've seen some that I actually was considering purchasing one teddy coat, but I didn't, because I was like, no, Leila, you said you hated that trend, now you're gonna buy it. Come on, don't be a hypocrite. But then also I said that fanny packs should die. And then sometime in the summer, I realized that actually fanny packs are not that bad. I started loving wearing my fanny pack, like, I don't know, around my chest rather than around my waist. It's not really around my chest, but like, you know, on one shoulder, so it's like on my chest. So you guys probably have seen that in my lookbook videos. Those of you who watch my videos, thank you so much for watching my videos, liking them, and subscribing and commenting means the world to me. But since this video is fashion trends that need to die in 2020, I decided not to repeat myself. Yes, I still wish some of those trends that I told you guys about in my fashion trends that need to die in 2019 video, I still wish they would die and people still wear them, and I'm like, oh my god, but I don't want to repeat myself. So it was quite a challenge to find some other fashion trends that I didn't like this year. At first I thought there weren't as many, but the more research I did, the more I was like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. How is this trendy? And let's stop wearing it in 2020, please. So if you guys are interested in fashion trends that I personally hate and I don't want to see in 2020, if you want to have some fun, then keep on watching. And please, disclaimer, if some of these trends you love and you wear them and you have them in your wardrobe, please don't take this video too personally, because it's a very subjective video. Because obviously I personally view fashion as, you know, a fun game. It's a form of art and you get to create your outfits and choose who you are, and it represents you as a person. So if you love these trends, that's amazing, that's awesome. But since it's my channel, it's my video, and I really love making these kind of videos, and I was waiting the whole year to make part 2 of fashion trends that need to die, I'm just gonna, you know, go for it and make fun of some trends that I find weird, ridiculous, and I personally believe should stop. That was a long intro, but I feel like it was necessary. But now, without further ado, let's begin my top 10 fashion trends that need to die in 2020. First trend that I believe should die in 2020 is cowboy boots. I think the whole country lifestyle trend was really huge, and I think it's not only in the fashion world but also in the music world. You know, the song that became super popular, how was it called, like Old Town Road? And people started just wearing cowboy boots and like these cowboy hats, and I've seen a lot of girls, really trendy girls, wearing cowboy boots and just ruining an outfit in my personal opinion, and I was just like, please stop wearing it. And I know people want to stop wearing it, and I think this trend has just started, so I probably will see more and more people wearing cowboy boots. I just never was a fan of country life, so like this whole vibe is so weird to me. And when girls who have nothing to do with country life wear cowboy boots and they're like stylish, and I'm like, no, you're ruining it, stop doing it, you know. But it's just like my personal opinion. As I said, of course I believe that it's only gonna get bigger and more people are gonna wear cowboy boots. I personally don't like it, so please don't buy cowboy boots in 2020. Next trend was really popular among all the it girls and just ordinary girls, and that is leopard print slip skirt trend. That's a long name, but yeah, I don't know, I really love satin slip skirt trend, and I do have one and I really want to buy more, but it's not gonna be leopard because I don't know, there's something about like animal prints that, you know, you gotta be very careful, and I'm gonna move on to that point later in the video. But I just personally, leopard is not really my animal print, but still, like, you know, this leopard print skirt was so huge, like everyone and their mama was wearing it, so I was just like, I had enough. It was fun. At some point I was like, maybe I should get it, but no, it's really not my style. It was fun, but the thing is, I've seen it so much that I really hope it's not gonna be a thing in 2020, because, you know, once something becomes so massive that everybody wears it, it's just not fun anymore. It's not fashion, it's just like mass production, you know, and it's boring. So if you were thinking about buying satin slip skirt, don't buy it in leopard print. Go for other colors. There are tons of them. Just like, I think leopard print skirt is just so interesting how global it became. And I think we've had enough. Next trend is specifically one brand that introduced this trend, and some fashionistas really went for it. And that is tubby shoe design by Maison Margiela. You probably also know it as a camel toe shoe or goat shoe, and I think it's legit how it's supposed to be called. And I understand that the whole idea of this shoe is to show how fashion world is, like, you know, absurd, how like trends come and go and like everything is very subjective. But nevertheless, I have seen some girls whose style is amazing, and I'm like, oh my god, this outfit is so good. You know, when you scroll Pinterest and you're like, I should save it to my Pinterest style board so I can have some style inspiration. And then you look at the shoe, and the shoe is awful. It's like this Maison Margiela, and I'm like, I don't care how much you paid for that, please stop wearing it. Like, I can't save this look to my Pinterest board just because of your annoying shoe. Like, it's so ugly. And I understand that it depends on your personal style, and some people really love being extra and like out there, you know, and it's like super fashionable and stylish. But I really think like sometimes some trends, like, it might be very, very trendy and fashionable and cool and expensive, but like, can you sometimes stop and think, like, is it really who I am? But I don't know, like, what kind of question you gotta ask yourself to be like, yeah, this shoe is me, I am this shoe. And I just really don't understand this trend, and I really wish it would stop in 2020, because I've had enough in 2019 and I can't see it anymore. And I know that some people will really be offended by this, but I hate this trend. I can't. I'm sorry. I just really, like, I would just make the whole video about this shoe trend and how ridiculous it is, just because I really think the shoe trend is so ridiculous. Thank God no, you know, Zara and H&M went for it, so we don't see more girls looking ridiculous on the street, because I really believe that, like, once those, you know, fast fashion brands go for it, that's it, guys, we lost it. But thank God they didn't, because this is just Maison Margiela who produces this weird shoe trend, and I'm not having it. Next trend is sporty sandal trend. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about people who started wearing these Birkenstock sandals, and then Prada drops, you know, the sporty sandal, and people are like, what the fuck? I think, of course, style is something very personal, and there is consumer who digs this trend. However, I don't know, I can't take you seriously when you're wearing like sporty sandal shoe, because if you're very sporty, go for sneakers. If you like sandals, go for sandals. I think mixing two together just looks ridiculous, and not a lot of people can actually pull off this look. So I think it's a very tricky trend, and you just become the victim of fashion at this point. I think there's like this line between following trends and looking stylish and just like being a victim of fashion, just buying whatever the fashion world tells you is cool today. And I think that sporty sandal trend is one of those trends that are ridiculous and should stop in 2020. Next trend is logo mania. And I already mentioned it in my last year's trends video. So I'm not going to repeat myself, but this time I decided to focus specifically on belts. And I'm sure you guys know what kind of belts I'm talking about. You already see it, don't you? Gucci belt? Yes, honey. Those designer belt buckles are so ridiculous, and I've seen a lot of Gucci ones for many years. Honestly, it's not only 2019, it's been in 2018, 2017. I think that's when it started. And probably before that, it was another brand, not just Gucci. But I think at this point, you cannot tell which one is a dupe and which one is an actual Gucci belt. So they all look kind of fake and kind of ridiculous. And you guys know the whole thing with a logo mania, it just makes you look way cheaper. It doesn't matter how much you spend on your outfit, if it's actually Gucci or not. It just makes you look very cheap, and it's really something that fashion victim would do, while stylish person would not go for it, you know? But besides designer belt buckles, there was also this one specific belt that I've seen enough of, and I'm done, I'm tired, please stop wearing it. And it's off-white belt. If you guys haven't seen it, it's basically this yellow belt that says off-white. It looked very cool when it just dropped, and I loved seeing other girls wearing it. And I think it was something that a lot of people could afford from the collection, so you could see it on a lot of people. And it's one of those things that I've seen it enough and I'm done. Please stop wearing it. Let's just leave it behind. Let's start new trends. Next trend is tie-dye. I'm sure you guys have seen it, and maybe some of you actually love it. It reminds me of my teenage years, or even before that, like when I was a kid. I really remember that in 2000s, like tie-dye was a huge thing. Later on, you could see on YouTube a lot of videos like DIY tie-dye, and people loved it. And I was a teenager at the time. I never really liked the trend, but you know, I could understand because we were teenagers. When now I see grown-ass women wearing tie-dye, I'm like, it doesn't look classy. So I think if your style is more like crazy, you know, like neon loving, kind of biz, then you will enjoy this trend, and you probably already are, and you will not listen to me, and it's fine. I just think that tie-dye is something very childish that makes you look too young, you know? I'm gonna be 25 next year, so I'm in that age group when you really need to wear something according to your age, you know? And I feel like tie-dye is way too youngster-ish for people my age, for my age group. I know I sound like I'm like 30, but I mean I'm 25. I'm gonna be 25. So it's already, you know, I'm not 18, I'm not 20 even. So I personally think the tie-dye trend is weird, because when I see girls my age wearing it, I'm like, girly, please stop. It ain't cool. There are a lot of cool trends out there that you can try, but not tie-dye. Next trend is mixing animal prints. And you know those style videos that give you advice on mixing prints, and it's really cool and you should do it, and I agree with that, but I feel like there's something about mixing animal prints that makes you look like a zoo. Like, I don't know, there's just this whole vibe about animal prints, and I think it's cool if you have one animal print item, and I personally love, you know, obviously not real animal, you know, materials used for my shoes, but I love like shoes and bags that have some snake print going on, and I think that looks beautiful, and to each their own. So I understand that there are people who enjoy zebra or leopard or I don't know what else is there, tigers. I really don't know. Like, there are a lot of animal prints, but it's just so awful when you see zebra and leopard together, and then there's like, I don't know, snake and something else going on, and you're just like, oh my god, girl, what the hell is this? Please stop wearing it. So I think like mixing prints is cool, and having one animal print is more than enough. It's definitely gonna make you look stylish, only if it's not a leopard print skirt, you know, we talked about it. But I think it's just, you need to know when enough is enough. Next trend in 2019 that was weird to me, and I didn't see it a lot on the street, I only saw it in a few like shops, you know, so it makes me happy that not a lot of people were buying it, and that is capes. I don't know, it reminds me Red Riding Hood and like her outfit, and I'm like, why would you wear this? And also it reminds me of grandma outfit, so unless you're a grandma, why would you wear that? And I'm really glad I didn't see a lot of women wearing it. I think there are so many cool coats out there that just cape coat is looking weird, and I think it really makes you look older. Like, if you're 20 and you wear it, you look 30, and if you're 30, you're wearing it, you look 40. Like, it's one of those things that unnecessary, and for some reason makes you look old. I don't know, I didn't like this trend, and it's very subjective, and I do understand there will be people who will love this trend and won't see any problem with it, but it's just not for me. And I personally think it's really not an interesting trend, and I feel like some trends, some designers, they're just like, I'm bored, let's like try something new, and then they come up with something like this that people are like, why? Next trend is another trend that I didn't see on the street a lot, but I saw it on the runway shows and, you know, fashion weeks in those global fashion world capitals, and that is patchwork. Basically, if you guys don't know how it looks like, I'm gonna insert pictures, you will understand. It reminds me of those, you know, blankets that grandmas would make for grandchildren, for them not to be cold in the winter, and just, you know, it's a funny and cute thing that, you know, you might have in your household, or you used to have. I don't know, it reminds me of some childhood memory, so I bet my mom had it somewhere, like some blanket that looked like that. And the fact that now people are wearing those blankets and call it fashion, just so weird to me. Like, that's one of those trends that I'm just like, you guys were really bored when you were coming up with these trends, weren't you? Because, like, I don't know. And also makes me so happy that not a lot of people are wearing it, and I really don't think this trend will be popular, but I decided to mention it because it was huge on the runway shows, and, you know, some people really thought it's gonna be huge in the real life, and it wasn't, and thank God, and let's just forget about it, and please don't bring it into 2020. And the last trend that I think should die in 2020 is oversized hats. And I'm not just talking about, you know, oversized hats, I'm talking about huge ass hats, okay? And of course this trend is popular because of one designer, and this designer brand was actually quite popular this year due to its crazy fashion designs, and that is Jacquemus. I hope I pronounced it right. I never know how to pronounce French names because I never had French classes in my life, and I really feel like I need to. I feel like the fashion world is asking me, go and take that French course, Layla. And if you guys don't know which trends I'm talking about, besides huge ass hat trend, I'm talking about small ass bag trend that was very popular due to Jacquemus. And unlike other people, I really like the small bag trend. Small. I don't know, I just really love small bags, and I just never like wearing big bags, so the smaller the bag the better. Even if I can't fit anything there, it's the look, okay? So I really like that trend, but I really didn't like the trend with huge hats. And obviously you don't see people in everyday life wearing a huge ass hat, especially Jacquemus, but it was very trendy on the social media. Like, a lot of influencers and models would take pictures on the beach with this huge hat, and, you know, it was a meme. And that's one of those things that definitely was not made for everyday life. It was just made for the hype, you know. But I had enough. I've seen like one YouTuber accusing Kylie Jenner of copying her for copying actually Bella Hadid. Like, I saw the tea on Diet Prada's Instagram. You guys know I love Diet Prada. If you don't know, now you know. And like, I love getting my tea there, you know. So I was just like, oh my god, this is ridiculous, you guys. Like, this is like first world problems. Like, one accuses the other, then like we find out she actually copied someone else as well. So like, it's like, chill, you guys. There is enough of hats for all of you. It's not like this trend was really annoying to me, like seeing it on the street. It's more like the whole hype about this huge hat. Like, can we stop talking about it? So enough is enough. Hopefully we won't hear any more other people talking about their huge hats in 2020. Like, I've had enough, and I'm sure you've had enough. So thank you. Next. And that is it for today, you guys. And that is it for this year. This is the last video of 2019. I can't believe that. And I just spilled some tea on what I wish will not exist in the fashion world in 2020 anymore. But if you guys would want to see fashion trends of 2020 that you need to know, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that video, and don't forget to subscribe so you will see that video. I cannot wait to start 2020 and bring more content, fashion and fun content, lifestyle content to you guys. But of course, my channel is mainly about fashion, so I'm very happy to grow and to create more and to talk about it more. So thank you guys so much for all your support this year, for watching my lookbooks, my style videos, my fun videos, lifestyle videos. A lot of changes have happened this year, and I'm so excited about it all. And I wish you all to enjoy your New Year's Eve, to celebrate it with those people that you love, and I wish you all the best in 2020, and I will see you guys very, very soon. I love you. Bye.